All right, everyone, we are back. Last game of the night. We have a new challenger team. Might recall Sigtao Lord was saying some smack talk in game one over how well his team was going to do. Well, here's his chance to prove it. So, Hickey, we were just talking about bans during the break. I mentioned that it seems like the bans would end up being um, Morgana, Pike, and this Nico, but you had a little bit of a different opinion about that.
Well, I was all just saying that the Master Yi from the last game was pretty impactful too. I'd almost give up that Morgana that we're so scared of seeing and do the Nico, Pike, and Master Yi bans right off the bat.
hmm Well, the Master E definitely was a an issue for them. I guess if you are our new challengers here, you are looking for a way to get ahead of the problems that you've seen in this issue. But at the other hand, it's possible that you put Ashway on that Morgana. It doesn't matter who the other teams are or other team members are. Um, they need to have a definite response and pressure on that bot lane to make a difference. They do get first pick though, so it's possible whoever ends up playing support for our challengers could snag that Morgana. But Ashaway has said in the past that if you play against her as Morgana, you're going to lose too. So catch 22.
I mean, yeah, but then on the flip side there, we were talking about how impactful Nico was for the last two games. If the challenging team here that really wanted to, they could snag the Nico and see how that they can do on it themselves. So
Indeed, though of course it will depend on them owning the Nico,
very true.
which is one of the reasons I guess. Okay, so yeah, looking for getting the last player in here for our challengers, but so far we've got a nice lineup here. We got Gotta Get Lucky, Ace, Sigtao, Lord. I don't know if they're shuffled in their correct positions or not yet. Also, Mixlink, who is either a new player or someone with a changed name, like I said. Every time we have these LCUS breaks, people like shuffling their names, and I get confused.
Oh yeah, and
But not you,
this
Hickey.
team this is a good challenging team for the Kings so far because I think that they'll match up pretty well.
Yeah, I certainly hope so. We'll see if they're able to do that or not. I'm really impressed with how well Jeff has been doing on that ADC rule. Maybe once this King of the Hill sets over, he'll think about playing LCUS proper. See if he can lock in another good slot for that ADC position, which sometimes ends up being lacking depending on what kind of games we're looking at. Um, it is worth noting our option 12 Kings here will be missing two bans, I believe, now. So depending on what positions our opposing team here is playing, if Ace is back in that mid lane, they won't be able to five ban him, just be able to three ban him. But it looks as though, assuming they're kind of in the positions they're looking to be in here, it's possible Ace is either support or ADC, but that could just be where he ended up in the row. So, so yeah, I mean, we've got let's pretend for a minute that the Nico does still get through. What kind of game plan would you want to do to oppose that Nico if you're on our challengers here?
Uh,
Not to put the
take the
the
first pick.
entire game on you, but
Take the first pick. Take it with the first pick. I wouldn't. I just can't see giving Brandana that Nico as a good idea again. Maybe something to immobilize it, like a Vigar or something, would be.
yeah, I mean it does seem as though the Nico does like moving around a lot. So if you could get something that traps her a little bit, maybe like a Jarvan jungle, we haven't seen that. A Mumu jungling could work very well for them as well. Just something to lock her down. But like you said, I mean, she's had such an impact the last two games. That damage on that ultimate is so absurd that I think they may just play keep away with her.
Yeah, and like we were saying, if they either have that as their pick or a ban, I mean, they get the extra two extra bans this game, so it's not um it's something that the other team will have to choose what they want against it if option 12 is thinking of trying to get Nico again. So
Hmm. Yeah, we will certainly see what happens. Um, Looks as though there's a different lineup um, from our team here with King of the Hill. So it looks as though Pointy Ball is not going to be on our challenger team for this particular set here. Ace is filling us in the team changes. I'm guessing that will impact points a little bit here. And once we get that sorted out, we will be on our way.
yeah, and that'll be interesting to see if that has an impact if they've practiced with this lineup or just are gonna wing it here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looks like they may end up winging it, especially because they aren't. Oh, now they're swapping their positions around. So we've got Sigtal Lord as based on this. Sigtal Lord as support, Ace as ADC, Lynx as jungle, and Gotta Get Lucky as top. With I'm guessing Huge as the mid laner rather than Pointy Ball. Pointy Ball being in plat 4 would adjust the points a little bit. Huge is gold 3. Um, and we will be on our way in a moment. Ready to see how this will work out for them. Excited to see if Sigtal Lord is going to play a champion like that, the Blitzcrank he loves so much, or if he'll go over to someone else.